Everything you know is normal, every routine, every assumption about reality is on the verge of a transformation no one could have foreseen. Not astrologers, not spiritualists, not even those who have dedicated their lives to studying energetic shifts. This moment, March 24th, 2025, is not just another day in the calendar. It is a gateway, an opening into something vast, something powerful, something that has remained hidden from human perception until now. And whether you're conscious of it or not, the shift has already begun. There is a pattern woven into today's date, one that holds a resonance beyond simple numerology. If you don't immediately recognize the significance of 639, don't worry. Its meaning will soon become crystal clear. But before we go any further, you must understand one thing. This is unlike anything that has come before. Many have spoken about energetic shifts, cosmic alignments, and portals to higher dimensions. But what is happening today is unprecedented. It is not a continuation of past events. It is a beginning. The air itself feels different today, charged with a force that defies logic, yet can be felt in the deepest parts of your being. Some will go about their day completely unaware, moving through their routines, without realizing the profound transformation happening beneath the surface. But for those who are sensitive to energetic frequencies, the change is undeniable. Time might feel distorted, moments stretching and compressing in ways that challenge perception. Emotions may rise unexpectedly, bringing clarity or confusion, as if something unseen is nudging you toward an awakening. And then there are the dreams, perhaps the most powerful sign of all. Tonight, as you close your eyes, your dreams may not be mere fragments of the subconscious. They may be messages, prophecies encoded in symbols, offering glimpses of a reality that is now within reach. The boundary between dreams and waking life has never been thinner. For those who are attuned, the symbols will be undeniable, a call to pay attention to the new reality emerging before them. And for those who dismiss them as ordinary, the opportunity may pass them by, unnoticed, but not without consequence. This is where the numbers come into play, revealing a pattern so precise, so intentional, that it can no longer be ignored. Today carries the vibration of 639, a sequence deeply tied to transformation, spiritual awakening, and emotional shifts. This is no random occurrence. It is the mathematical signature of change itself, a key to unlocking new levels of consciousness. The number 6, from 2 plus 4, represents harmony, balance, and the merging of spiritual and material realms. 3. The number of March embodies creation, communication, and divine expression. And 9, the sum of 2025, signifies completion, the end of one cycle, and the threshold of something entirely new. Together, they form a code, a frequency that has remained hidden until this exact moment. For those who understand its significance, the 639 vibration offers a rare opportunity. It acts as a gateway, a key that can be used to align with the deeper truths of existence. But like all portals, it will not remain open indefinitely. This is a fleeting moment, a window in time where the rules of reality are shifting, allowing those who are ready to step into something greater. So what does this mean for you? That depends on your level of awareness. If you choose to tune into the frequency, to acknowledge the shift, and align yourself with it, you may experience insights, clarity, or even profound personal breakthroughs. You may find yourself drawn to certain places, certain people, certain ideas that seem to hold an unexplainable pull. You may feel an urge to create, to express, to change direction in a way that feels deeply aligned with your soul's purpose. And if you pay attention, if you listen to the signs, the path will reveal itself. But if you choose to ignore it, to dismiss it as coincidence or superstition, the shift will still happen. Reality will still change. The only difference is that you may not realize it until it is too late, until you find yourself looking back, wondering how you missed the moment when everything transformed. This is not fear-mongering. This is not a prediction of doom. This is an invitation to see beyond what is visible, to feel beyond what is tangible, and to step into a new awareness of what is possible. The 639 portal is here. The choice is yours. Right now, you're immersed in a powerful, multi-layered energetic shift, whether you're consciously aware of it or not. This transformation isn't a vague, abstract notion. It's happening in real time, affecting your mind, body, and soul in ways both subtle and profound. It's a triple wave of energy moving through you, reshaping your perception, altering your physical state, and accelerating your spiritual growth. If you've been feeling different lately, more aware, more sensitive, more in tune with the unseen forces around you, this is why. The first wave surges through your mind, bringing an intense mental awakening. Thoughts arrive like lightning strikes, fast and illuminating. One moment, you might feel overwhelmed, drowning in ideas and realizations you can't quite grasp. And the next, you experience a sudden moment of profound clarity. Old ways of thinking crumble as new perspectives flood in. Questions you never asked before suddenly demand answers. And insights that once seemed out of reach now reveal themselves effortlessly. This is not randomness. This is expansion. Your consciousness is shifting, stretching beyond its previous limits, inviting you to see beyond the veil of ordinary perception. Then comes the second wave, flowing into your body, altering your physical state in ways you might not fully understand. Perhaps you feel an unusual lightness, a floating sensation as if gravity has loosened its grip. A tingling, electric pulse may travel down your spine, a warmth spreading through your chest. At times you might feel disconnected from your physical self, as if you're hovering just outside of it. It's easy to mistake this for exhaustion or illness, but in truth, your body is recalibrating, adjusting to the new frequency you're stepping into. This is an upgrade, your cells, your very DNA, responding to the influx of energy, preparing you for what comes next. And then, the third wave arrives, touching the depths of your soul. It's an unshakable knowing, a recognition of something bigger than yourself. You might not have the words to describe it, but you feel it. A certainty, a deep alignment with something vast and intelligent. Time begins to shift, manifestations speed up, and synchronicities appear with astonishing frequency. Numbers repeat, dreams carry messages, and the universe responds to your thoughts almost instantly. It's as if reality itself is bending to match your energy, reflecting your newfound awareness in ways you never expected. You are no longer simply existing, you are creating, co-authoring your own experience with the forces around you. And here's where it gets even more interesting. This energy doesn't just stay with you, it ripples outward, radiating from you like an unseen light. Others can feel it, even if they don't know why. A stranger might glance at you longer than usual, drawn to something they can't quite name. People may approach you with unexpected conversations, as if they've known you forever. You are shifting, and the world around you is responding. But it's not just people who notice. There are energies, presences beyond the physical, that sense your change. Some call them guides. Others refer to them as spirits, higher consciousness, or something else entirely. Whatever they are, they see you now. You've stepped into a different frequency, and in doing so, you've become visible to forces that once existed just beyond your reach. This isn't just an energy shift, it's an acceleration of you, a transformation that is both mysterious and undeniable. So embrace it. Let it move through you. Let it change you. Because this isn't the end of something familiar. It's the beginning of something extraordinary. But don't let fear creep in. This isn't something to be afraid of. You are not being watched because you are weak or vulnerable. Rather, you are being recognized because you have reached a point where your energy, your presence, your very essence can no longer be ignored. You have stepped into a space where the unseen acknowledges you, where your frequency has risen high enough for the universe to take notice. And this is where things begin to shift in extraordinary ways. Because once you are acknowledged, communication begins. The question is, are you ready for that? Because whether or not you consciously realize it, this process is already in motion. There is no turning back now. The doors that have been closed for so long are starting to open, and what lies beyond them is not just possibility, but inevitability. And here's the part that you must understand with absolute certainty. The words you speak today, the thoughts you hold in your mind, and the emotions you pour into them are shaping the reality you will experience tomorrow. You are standing in one of the most potent manifestation windows we have witnessed in a long time. The energy of this moment is not just a passive force. It is an active, living current that responds directly to your intentions. The 639 frequency is not just an abstract vibration. It is a bridge between your mind, your heart, and the physical world around you. It is a frequency of alignment, of divine synchronization, of calling forth into reality that which you truly believe in. But belief is the key. It is not enough to wish, to hope, or to merely entertain the idea of what you desire. You must feel it in your bones. You must step into it fully, as though it already exists. You must see it, hear it, taste it, breathe it in. Your words are not just words, they are spells, commands, sent out into the universe. Your thoughts are not idle musings. They are blueprints, instructions for the reality you are building. And your emotions, they are the fuel, the energy source that determines the speed and intensity of your manifestation. This frequency is like a cosmic amplifier, bringing instant alignment. But only if you meet it with absolute conviction. Half-hearted desires will dissipate into the void. Only those that are charged with true, unwavering belief will take form. So do not merely think about what you want. Embody it. Write it down as though it is already yours. Speak it into existence with confidence. Visualize it so vividly that your subconscious accepts it as truth. This moment, this portal, is the bridge between thought and reality. But, like all things, it is fleeting. If you hesitate, if you allow doubt to creep in, the energy will shift, and the opportunity will pass. Seize it before it fades. And when you do not be surprised when new faces start appearing in your life. These encounters are not accidental. They are the direct result of the shift in your frequency. Something in your energy is recalibrating, drawing to you the people, the circumstances, the opportunities that resonate with this new vibration. Soul contracts are activating. Paths are crossing that were written long before you even realized it. Understand this. When you move through the 639 portal, it is not just about energy. It is about alignment. That which no longer serves you will begin to dissolve. Conversations that once felt effortless may now seem forced. People who were once integral parts of your journey may begin to fade into the background. This is not rejection. This is not abandonment. This is the natural process of energetic alignment. You are stepping into a version of yourself that no longer fits the old mold. Old cycles are breaking. Old dynamics are unraveling. The roles you once played are no longer yours to carry. And as this transformation unfolds, the universe responds in kind. The people who enter your life now are not mere acquaintances. They are not coincidences. Each one is a messenger, a teacher, a key holder to the next stage of your journey. Some will stay for a lifetime. Others will be fleeting but impactful, delivering the lesson they were meant to give before moving on. But make no mistake, every interaction, every new connection, every unexpected encounter is a piece of a larger design. You are not just meeting people, you are meeting destiny in human form. So embrace the change. Do not mourn the endings, for they are merely space, being cleared for what is meant to come. Trust that this process is unfolding exactly as it should. Walk forward with intention, with awareness, with the knowing that you are stepping into something far greater than you ever imagined. This is not just a shift, it is a transformation, and you are ready for it. If someone new steps into your life today, don't be so quick to brush it off as coincidence. Life is full of unseen patterns, invisible strings, pulling people toward one another at precisely the right moment. You may not understand why they've appeared, but trust that there's a reason. They could be the missing piece, the connection that alters your path in ways you never expected. Some of the most profound relationships, life-changing opportunities, and pivotal moments begin in the most unassuming ways. Stay open, because what arrives today may be exactly what you've been waiting for, perhaps without even knowing it. Earlier, I told you that your dreams tonight might not be dreams at all. Now, let's go even deeper, because what unfolds as you sleep tonight has the power to change everything. This isn't just about ordinary dreams, fleeting and random. No, tonight is different. Tonight you step into something far greater than your sleeping mind's wanderings. When you pass through a portal like this, sleep is not just rest. It is an initiation, a rite of passage where the boundaries of time dissolve and the deeper truths of your existence come to light. Your subconscious is not simply drifting into vague, meaningless stories. Instead, it is stepping into a realm where past, present, and future exist simultaneously, where the seen and the unseen merge into a singular, fluid reality. It is here, in this space beyond the physical world, that truth reveals itself, not through direct words, but through symbols, faces, and flashes of knowing that feel more real than anything you've ever experienced while awake. Some of you will have dreams so intense, so saturated with emotion and clarity, that they won't feel like dreams at all. The air will feel thick with energy, the colors richer, more vibrant than anything your waking eyes have ever seen. You may find yourself soaring above cities, moving effortlessly between places, speaking with strangers who somehow feel familiar. You may stand before doors that unlock only when you ask the right question, or walk through landscapes that whisper secrets only your soul understands. And these are not just dreams, they are messages. Prophecies concealed within the language of the night, waiting to be decoded by those willing to listen. You may witness events that have not yet come to pass, catching glimpses of a future that has already begun forming in the unseen realms. You may meet people who do not yet exist in your life, but will soon play a pivotal role in your journey. Answers you have sought for years, questions that have echoed in your mind without resolution, may be given to you in ways that seem impossibly clear, as if the universe itself has decided that now is the time for you to understand. But here's what most people overlook. This portal does not merely intensify your dreams. It transforms them into something much greater. Tonight, your dreams are both a classroom and a council room. You may receive teachings that reshape your understanding of yourself and your purpose. You may be called to sit among those who guide you from beyond the veil, receiving wisdom that lingers even after you wake. Even if you do not remember every detail, the most important fragments will stay with you. a symbol that refuses to fade, a phrase that repeats in your mind, an emotion so strong that it colors your entire day. The veil between what is and what will be has never been thinner. This is not a night for ignoring the messages you receive. If you wake suddenly, heart pounding, take notice. If a name echoes in your thoughts before you even open your eyes, write it down. If a particular image or sequence replays in your mind long after waking, do not dismiss it. This is not mere imagination. It is an initiation, a calling. And what you do with what you receive tonight will not just shape your future. It will determine the very course of everything that follows. So when you close your eyes tonight, understand this. You are not merely dreaming. You are being shown a map, a glimpse into something larger than yourself. And the moment you wake, that is when the real journey begins. The universe is speaking louder than ever, not through the chaos of noise, but through the whispers that can only be heard in complete silence. In a world that constantly demands our attention, silence is not an absence, but a presence. A sacred space where the most profound messages find their way to us. Today, the energy around you may feel different. For some, it's electric, as if every cell in their body is alive with an unseen force. Their thoughts are clearer, their senses heightened, their energy brighter. They may feel an almost magnetic pull toward action, inspiration, and movement. But for others, the experience is the complete opposite. A deep, inexplicable need to retreat, to be alone, to shut out the external noise may be rising within. This isn't avoidance. It isn't disconnection. It's an invitation, an alignment with something deeper, something unseen yet profoundly real. Your entire being is processing more energy, more information, more transformation than usual. Imagine standing in a room full of voices, each one trying to reach you, but instead of clarity, all you hear is a blur of sound. The noise becomes overwhelming, making it impossible to discern the one voice that truly matters. That's what happens when the universe is transmitting something important, but the mind is too cluttered to receive it. Your soul isn't asking for silence because it's exhausted. It's asking because there's something vital waiting to be heard. The 639 portal isn't just an energetic shift. It's a passageway for insight, for messages meant specifically for you. It carries an influx of wisdom, a recalibration of intuition, and an awakening of inner knowing. But this wisdom doesn't come crashing through in loud revelations. It arrives softly, like ripples on still water. And in order to receive it, stillness is required. In that stillness, what once felt scattered begins to align. What seemed uncertain begins to clarify. The questions you've been holding on to start answering themselves, not in words, but in an unshakable sense of knowing. This is why silence is so powerful. It's in the quiet moments that the universe reveals its secrets. It's in the space between thoughts that understanding blossoms. If you feel the pull to step back, to listen, to simply be, honor that call. You're not stepping away from life. You're stepping into a deeper rhythm, one that aligns with something far greater than the noise of the world. There are days when the world feels sharper, when every sound seems to cut through you more deeply, when the familiar comfort of your favorite song suddenly feels too loud. Conversations that usually flow with ease may feel fragmented, disjointed, your mind drifting elsewhere, unable to hold its grip on the words being spoken. This isn't just distraction. This isn't mere sensitivity. Something within you is shifting, recalibrating, tuning itself to a frequency beyond the physical. It's easy to assume that such moments mean you're disconnecting from the world. But the truth is quite the opposite. You're not withdrawing. You're diving deeper turning inward to listen to something subtler, something ancient and wise that speaks not in words, but in knowing. Just as we close our eyes to focus more intently on a sound, you are instinctively lowering the noise around you to hear what's rising from within. And in those moments of quiet, something remarkable happens. The swirling chaos of your thoughts begins to settle, like dust in still air. Your heart, which has been racing to keep up with the demands of the world, slows and finds its natural rhythm. The tension you weren't even aware you were holding starts to dissolve. And beneath all of it, something stirs. Something timeless, something that has been waiting for your attention. You may not recognize it at first. The shift is subtle, but later, perhaps hours from now, perhaps days, you will suddenly know something with absolute certainty, without knowing how or why. A realization will strike like lightning, illuminating a path that had always been there, but had been hidden in the noise. That clarity? It was born in the silence. So if the world feels too loud today, honor that feeling. If conversations feel exhausting, allow yourself to step away. If the weight of expectation, routine, or obligation suddenly feels unbearable, listen to that discomfort. It is not a sign of weakness. It is a call, an invitation to realign, to pause, to allow space for something new to emerge. Because here's the truth that so few speak of. When these energetic shifts happen, they don't just invite change, they insist upon it. What once felt comfortable may suddenly feel suffocating. The masks you've worn for the sake of others may begin to feel foreign, as if they belong to a version of you that no longer exists. Conversations that once felt engaging may now seem like echoes from a past you no longer inhabit. The roles you played, the paths you walked, the beliefs you held, suddenly they may not fit anymore. And that is not something to fear. That is something to embrace. Because it means you are evolving. It means you are waking up. It means the truth, the deep, undeniable truth of who you are, is rising to the surface. And once you see it, you cannot unsee it. Once you step through this portal of clarity, there is no turning back. So let the stillness guide you. Let the silence shape you. Trust that in the quiet spaces, something profound is taking form. The illusions are crumbling, the old stories are dissolving, and in their place, a new path is revealing itself. One that is truer, freer, and entirely your own. In the coming 6 days, life will unfold in ways that may leave you utterly speechless. The shifts you are about to experience will not be random. They will be the result of a deeper, unseen force, guiding you toward your next chapter. Doors you once believed were permanently shut will creak open, allowing just enough light to spill through, illuminating paths you never realized existed. What once seemed unattainable will suddenly feel within reach. The people you have longed to meet, whether for guidance, love, wisdom, or closure, will step into your life at just the right moment, carrying with them the lessons and clarity you may not have even known you were seeking. But transformation is rarely comfortable. Some of what comes to light may shake you. You might find yourself facing truths that sting, peeling back layers of illusion you didn't know you were clinging to. Relationships you thought were unshakable may reveal fractures, and circumstances that once felt stable may start to unravel before your eyes. The reality of who people truly are, not who you imagine them to be, will become undeniable. And yet, even in the discomfort, you will sense something profound. This is not disorder, but divine alignment. What is shifting is not happening to you, but for you. The universe is not taking things away. It is making space. Every revelation, every sudden change, every uncomfortable truth is clearing the way for the person you are becoming. The version of you that is emerging cannot be confined by outdated attachments, stagnant situations, or limiting beliefs. This moment is a portal, not just an opening in time, but an opening within you. You are being invited to step forward, to release what no longer serves you, and to embrace what is waiting on the other side. The road ahead is bigger than anything you have envisioned. It may not look the way you expected, but trust that it is unfolding exactly as it should. And now the choice is yours. Will you hold on to the familiar, or will you step through into the unknown, where your true potential awaits? If these words resonated with you, thank you for your time and energy. Your presence here means more than you know. If you enjoyed this content and wish to see more, don't forget to subscribe and stay connected. I would love to hear your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Your journey matters, and your voice is valued. Until next time, take care, trust the process, and embrace the magic of what's to come.